Welcome to another episode of Heartland Film Buffs. Again, I'm Greg Sorvig, the Director of Marketing and PR with Heartland Film. And joining me this week is my co-host, Mr. Tim Irwin, Artistic Director. Welcome.
Yeah, we've got a great show this week. We have some exciting events to announce, as well as just some general discussion of what's going on in the film world.
Just announced this week, MovieMaker Magazine announced their top 50 film festivals worth the submission fee, and Heartland Film Festival made the list, so we're very excited about that. I believe people can still submit films, right?
Yeah, we're taking submissions through the end of May. Lots of great reasons to submit. We have a large amount of cash prizes. The way we treat our filmmakers when they're here in Indianapolis for the festival in October is second to none in the film festival world. A lot of great reasons why MovieMaker chose us, and like you said, it's very exciting.
Submit your film now at heartlandfilmfestival.org. We're really excited to announce the second annual Summer Rewind here in Fountain Square, a mini festival where we show some of the best films from last year's Heartland Film Festival, June 18th through the 20th at the Heartland Bastille Theater in the Wheeler Arts community. We have some great films coming up, and I'm going to have Tim talk about some of these.
We're kicking it off with a special screening of An Honest Liar, which was an official selection at last year's Heartland Film Festival. That'll be Thursday night, June 18th, at the Wheeler Arts building. Starts at 7 o'clock. The film is about the amazing Randy, who in the 50s and 60s was a masterful magician, and then kind of took on a personal crusade to expose what he viewed as psychics, people that were out to exploit unsuspecting normal folks like you and me. And so it's a fascinating journey it's a documentary about his life as he pursued his dreams and goals, and there are also some really interesting twists along the way of what happens to him personally that I found fascinating. The most exciting thing about this event, outside of the screening, it's a fantastic film. The Amazing Randy is going to be here in person along with the co-directors of the film, Tyler Measom and Justin Weinstein. James Randi will be here. Davey from the film will also be here. James will do a little bit of a show and sign some autographs as part of it. I can't wait to see him in person. I love the film. It was one of my highlights from last year's festival.
We're really excited to see you here in Fountain Square in June for Summer Rewind. Check out heartlandfilm.org for the full lineup. Tickets will be available soon. So far in the show, we've talked about independent film with Heartland Film Festival, Summer Rewind. Now we're going to turn and talk about some big summer blockbuster movies, since we are film buffs, of course.
Yeah, there are a lot of exciting movies coming out this summer in theaters. I think the Hollywood summer kicks off early. May 1st is the time for blockbusters. So first movie coming out that we want to hit is The Avengers 2, The Age of Ultron. It's The Avengers. I think the big question this year is which movie is going to gross more money worldwide, Avengers or Star Wars, which doesn't come out until December. Typically a slow month for movies to get started, but they have a chance to build a lot of domestic gross through the early part of 2016, really. But Avengers is really the kickoff of the summer movie season. It's really incredible how they've been able to weave, multiple movies from Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, Thor, all of those into the Avengers universe. They're making a lot of money doing it as well, but they're really entertaining films. Every summer I'm excited to see whatever new Marvel movie's coming out. I don't think The Avengers will be any exception to that. One of the movies I'm most excited about is Mad Max, the reboot, remake, whatever it is. It's basically a whole bunch of fire in the desert. If you haven't seen the trailers yet, you'll either love it or really not be interested at all. But I'm excited about the Mad Max movie. That comes out May 15th, I think. A little bit of counter-programming probably to The Avengers, a little bit more of a darker film with a lot of fire in the desert, like I mentioned. I don't know if there's anything more to the movie than fire in the desert, honestly.
Yeah, I think we watched the trailer a few times, and I really was like, what am I watching right now? But the more I watch it, then I'm more can really just kind of buy into what they're offering, and the word of mouth and just the traction has been so awesome so far. It's going to make a lot of money and probably please a lot of people. And it sounds like they're already looking to do a sequel, so.
Yeah, I heard Tom Hardy was signed up for like 3 more films or something, but it all depends on how the first one does. There are a lot of other really exciting summer movies coming out. We'll probably hit some of them in a future webisode of Heartland Film Buffs. Those are some that I'm excited about, and through this whole process we'll be looking at Heartland Film Festival submissions, taking a look at some of the really new independent films that we'll highlight at the festival in October.
We're really excited. We have a couple great Heartland Film Roadshow screenings coming up. The first one is this Monday, April 13th at Butler Artsfest. So it's a great celebration of the arts through live performances, film, music, all this great stuff. So we're actually showing a film from last year's festival.
Yeah, we're going to actually do a special performance and screening of the film Off the Floor. So if you remember that, it was a documentary feature last year about a young woman who had studied contemporary dance and then wanted to translate that into aerial dance. So what some people might refer to as pole dancing, which is often associated more with stripper culture, she wanted to take that and elevate it to more of an art form. So this movie is really about her entrepreneurial spirit as she launches her own business, her own dance company, and also a lot of the challenges that she faces with the stereotypes out there about pole dancing in general. So we're going to actually show a slightly condensed version of the film. It's about 52 minutes long. And then we're also going to have a live performance by Jagged, the dance group featured in the film. So that's April 13th, Monday at, I believe, 7 o'clock at the Schrott Center on Butler's campus.
Yeah, and Matt and Katie Celia, the directors, husband and wife team of Off the Floor, are going to be here as well to answer any questions you have.
Yeah, it should be a really interesting event. And then following up with that, later on in April, I think we have a continuing series with the Jewish Community Center. So we are showing, I believe, Una Vida, a Fable of Music in the Mind, and that's on April 28th at 7 o'clock, I believe.
Right.
Tickets, I think, are available at the JCC's website, and you can find out more information at heartlandfilm.org.
Thank you very much for joining us for another episode of Heartland Film Buffs. Again, I'm Greg.
I'm Tim, and we'll see you next time.